At that moment, Fang Min's friend whispered, "Hey, did you hear? Chen Yuan got dumped by his girlfriend." Fang Min looked over at him curiously. Her friend scoffed, "Tsk, tsk. I shouldn't have cheered for him back during military training." Fang Min sighed, listening to the conversation. But as she passed by Chen Yuan, she stole a quick glance at him. Chen Yuan, however, was focused on something else. Fang Min's number was dropping. 72, 71, 69. His eyes narrowed. Crap, I can't just sit here and do nothing. But before making a move, he turned to Lang and asked, "Hey, let me ask you something. If I went after Fang Min, would you mind?" Lang rubbed his chin. "The real question is, do you think you can even win over the class beauty?" That was all Chen Yuan needed to hear. He turned away and smirked. "Good, bro. That's all I needed to know." Then without hesitation, he walked straight toward Fang Min. Lang's jaw dropped. "Yuan Ji, are you serious?" Chen Yuan smirked. "Watch me." Chen Yuan ran to Fang Minu as fast as he could and seriously called out, "Minu!" The girl blankly turned around, blushing as she looked at him. Her friend was startled and instinctively became defensive. She immediately stepped forward and shouted, "Chen Yuan! What do you want with our Minu?" Chen Yuan, putting on his most sincere face, said, "I wanted to ask if you're free tomorrow. I managed to get a reservation at Star Sushi Kaiseki. Would you like to go with me?" Fang Minu blushed in surprise, wondering if Chen Yuan was asking her out for a meal. Her friend asked suspiciously, "That sushi restaurant that costs over 1,000 yuan per person on average? Do you even have the—" Chen Yuan completely ignored the friend and scratched his head, giving a super charming smile as he said, "After we eat, how about we take a walk? I need your help picking out a birthday gift for my sister. Let me know by noon tomorrow if you can." Having said what he needed to, he turned and left, not forgetting to wave goodbye. "I'm heading out. I'll contact you again tomorrow." Hong Ha watched this whole scene in shock, speechless. Fang Minu turned to her friend, blushing, and asked, "Well, I just went to the movies with Lin Pang. Is it okay if I go eat with Chen Yuan?" Her friend was totally supportive and said, "What's not okay about it? That's a fancy Japanese restaurant." She bluntly analyzed, "Chen Yuan might be a little cocky, but at least he's good looking. Lin Pang just has some money, but if Chen Yuan's family makes a comeback, he'll definitely surpass Lin Pang." Her friend took the phone from Fang Minu's hand and continued, "It's a waste not to go. It's just dinner and a walk. It's not like you're doing anything else. Heh heh, I'll reply for you." Fang Minu still stammered blankly, "Okay, okay." The next evening, Fang Min and Chen Yuan went out together. They strolled towards the high-end Japanese restaurant that Chen Yuan had reserved. As they arrived, the server welcomed them warmly. "Hello, Mr. Chen. This is the set menu for two that you ordered. Enjoy your meal." Fang Min smiled and took her seat across from him, but as she settled in, she hesitated slightly and looked at him. "Chen Yuan, I heard your family's situation is difficult right now. You didn't have to spend so much money on this." Chen Yuan chuckled, shaking his head. "It's fine. The Japanese food here is really good. Just enjoy it." As he spoke, he suddenly froze. Fang Min's posture, the way she leaned in slightly toward him, her ample figure brushing against the table, it caught him off guard. Chen Yuan's heart pounded as he quickly tried to calm himself down. "It's only been 2 months since I stopped gambling. I need to focus. Calm down, calm down." Fang Min, oblivious to his thoughts, tilted her head. "By the way, why did you suddenly invite me to dinner? Was it really just to pick out a gift for your sister?" Chen Yuan, still regaining his composure, sipped his tea before replying honestly. "I've actually wanted to invite you to dinner for a while now. I just never had the right opportunity." Chen Yuan felt a wave of panic. Wait, did I say something wrong? Why did her favorability drop? Fang Min lowered her gaze, thinking for a moment, then softly responded, "Oh." Chen Yuan quickly snapped back into action. "I have to fix this." He smiled and leaned forward slightly. "You know, during military training, you always bought me water, and you even texted me at night. I never forgot that." Immediately, her favorability ticked back up. 69, 70, 71. Fang Min's cheeks turned slightly pink. You? You still remember that?" Chen Yuan grinned, scratching his head. How could I forget? The number above her head rose again. 71, 72, 73. She looked away shyly, taking a sip of her tea. Chen Yuan exhaled in relief. Crisis averted. Time flew by, and 40 minutes later, they had finished their meal. At the cashier, the staff smiled and said, Sir, your total comes to 2,921 yuan. But since you're a member after the discount, it's 2,774 yuan. Chen Yuan nodded. All right, thanks. As he handed over his card, he noticed something again. Fang Min's favorability increased even more. 73, 74, 76. She watched him with a mix of curiosity and admiration. He really spent this much on a single meal for me? Meanwhile, in her mind, Fang Min was comparing him to her last date. Li Jianping barely even paid for our movie tickets, and he suggested eating at the school cafeteria afterward. But Chen Yuan took me to a high-end restaurant without hesitation. A notification sound chimed in Chen Yuan's head. Mission completed. Money spent. 2,774 yuan favorability increase. Plus 4 triple refund activated. Chen Yuan's eyes widened as he checked his bank account. A deposit of 8,322 yuan had just been credited. His lips curled into a smirk. This system is insane. I just earned money by taking her out to eat. Fang Min, unaware of his internal excitement, gave him a soft smile and said, Shall we go? Chen Yuan nodded. Yeah, let's go. They left the restaurant together, heading towards a nearby shopping mall. However, as they entered, a familiar voice scoffed from the side. Chen Yuan? Chen Yuan and Fang Min both turned toward the sound. It was none other than Chu Wanding, his ex-girlfriend, and beside her stood the wealthy old man she had left him for. The old man narrowed his eyes. Why is he here? Chu Wanding's expression darkened as she sneered. Humph, so you're already bringing a new girl shopping, huh? Fang Min frowned slightly. Chen Yuan. Who is she? Before Chen Yuan could respond, Chu Wanding stepped forward, a fake smile on her lips. Oh, I was just giving you a friendly warning. You should be careful with this one. He may seem generous now, but trust me, when he runs out of money, he won't be so charming anymore. Chen Yuan's gaze turned cold. Funny. That's exactly what you said before you ran off with him. He gestured toward the old man beside her, who was now glaring at him. The old man smirked, clearly enjoying the moment. If you're shopping for a gift, maybe check the clearance section. Something more within your budget. Chu Wanding giggled. Oh, that's a great idea. Fang Min, you should make sure he's not just putting on a show for you. Fang Min, however, didn't seem amused. Instead, she crossed her arms and looked directly at Chu Wanding. And who are you again? Chu Wanding's smirk faltered slightly. His ex. Oh, ex? Fang Min raised an eyebrow. Then why do you care so much about what he does now? The old man's face twitched. Wanding, let's go. Chen Yuan chuckled, stepping closer to Fang Min. What do you say? Should we do some shopping and show them how it's done? Fang Min smiled. Absolutely. They turned and walked away, leaving Chu Wanding fuming behind them. But as they did, the system suddenly chimed in. New mission. Spend money on a person of the opposite gender with a favorability rating above 60. Additionally, cause negative emotions in a nearby target. Mission reward. For every 5 points of negative emotion created, your refund amount will be doubled. Chen Yuan's smirk widened. Oh, now this is getting interesting. Chen Yuan smirked as he read the system's notification. A mission that lets me earn money while humiliating these two? Sounds perfect. He gently took Fang Min's hand and led her forward. All right then, let's take a look inside. They walked into a luxury boutique, the kind of place where price tags weren't visible, because if you had to ask, you couldn't afford it. Meanwhile, the store attendants immediately noticed them. 2 saleswomen whispered to each other. Ugh, it's him again. You go serve him this time. No way. Last time he tried on a bunch of stuff and didn't buy anything. You do it. One of them sighed and walked forward with a forced smile. Chu Wanding and her sugar daddy walked in behind them. She let out a dramatic sigh. Honey, I've already picked something out. Can you pay for it? She held up an expensive designer bag, her expression smug. The old man laughed. Of course, my dear. A mere 100,000 yuan bag is nothing. The sales associate's attitude immediately changed as she rushed to serve them. Miss Chu, you have amazing taste. This bag is simply perfect for you.
Ms. Zhu has great taste, perfectly matching her temperament. Unlike some customers who have no taste at all, another receptionist also took out expensive items and offered them. Ms. Zhu, this jewelry set also goes very well with the bag you just chose. Would you like to try it on? It looks great on. It's just a little expensive. About 100,000 in total. Chen Yuan, not bothering to pay attention to those two pretentious people, looked at Feng Minghui and whispered, Minghui, don't be stingy with money for me hearing. Hearing this, Feng Minghui pointed to a bag in front of her and said, I think this bag is pretty good. The style is also very young. Your sister might like it. Hearing this, the receptionist said with a look of disdain, These two things together are more than 50,000. Very expensive. Zhu Wanding's old geezer looked at her unhappily, thinking, 100,000 to waste. Originally, I could coax her with a 2,000 yuan bag today, but now she wants a whole set of 100,000. After Zhu Wanding happily finalized the purchase, she seduced him and whispered, Swipe your card, honey. Chen Yuan is still watching. Hurry up and show off your boyfriend power, him. He thought bitterly, 100,000 is boyfriend power? I don't have that much money in my card. Suddenly, Chen Yuan's forceful voice rang out. Hey, I'll take both of these bags. And I'll also take the accessories that the girl over there just recommended. The sugar daddy couple heard this sentence as if struck by lightning. Turning around to look at Chen Yuan with shocked eyes, Feng Minhui was just as flabbergasted. The sales associate who was all over Zhu Wanting earlier did a complete 180, thinking, wait, he's getting the accessories too? I thought he was broke. AF, the sales associate, who was being so snooty just moments ago, was now practically vibrating with glee. Chen Ji, 2 bags plus accessories. That'll be 131,000 yuan, Chen Yuan thought to himself. How interesting. Get paid to eat and drink, and now this money comes back. Perfect. Chen Yuan pulls out a regular, Jane-looking card and says casually, Here, swipe this. The overjoyed sales associate was all smiles. Yes, sir. I'll wrap it up for you right away. She was about to cry tears of joy. She thought she was going to work for free today. But turns out, he's not just buying 2 bags, but also the accessories. That's over 130,000 yuan. I never thought this dude who got dumped would be so generous. Even more so than before. Zhu Wenting was burning up with envy. She couldn't handle the truth and screamed, Chen Yuan, didn't your family go bankrupt? Where did you get so much money? A dude behind her chimed in. He probably took out a loan or something, right? Chen Yuan raises his chin, replying coolly, Believe what you want, I'm not short on cash. How about I buy another bag for Zhu Wanting that's just over 20,000 yuan? It's peanuts to me. That guy looked like he was about to explode. Chen Yuan wasn't done yet, he added. A man should be generous as well as suave. That Audi A88 of yours cost at least 600,000 or 700,000. You wouldn't mind this little bit of money, right? Zhu Wanting is being so competitive. She immediately turned around and urged him. Hao Jun, show him what you've got. Don't let him win. He was secretly fuming, thinking, that A8 is on a payment plan. I can't let Warranting know that. Ugh, this is so annoying being triggered like this. Not knowing what to do, he grabbed his phone and said, Hold on, I need to take this call. Zhu Wanting was pissed and called out, Hao Jun, what are you doing? The other sales associate's got a good show to gossip about. The dude walked outside, loudly faking the phone call while practically running away. Who told you to decide that? Didn't I say any project over $1 million needs my approval? Zhu Wanting was grinding her teeth in anger. Chen Yuan, just you wait. Watching their pathetic figures and the increasing number on the gold diggers meter, he thought, oh, negative emotions. This is easier than I thought. Whatever. I'm too lazy to bother with them. Just got to finish the mission. After paying, Chen Yuan hands the bag to Feng Minhui, saying, Minhui, take this. It's a gift. She was shocked and waved her hands. No, I can't, Chen Yuan. It's too expensive. Chen Yuan hands the bag to her. With the other hand, taking another bag from the sales associate, it's nothing. It's just a bag. You are laughed at and humiliated by those 2 jerks because of me. I'm a bit embarrassed, so consider it my apology. Just accept it. Please accept it. Feng Minhui hesitated for a moment and said, Well, okay. Thanks then, Chen Yuan continued happily. Don't thank me so fast. And there is this, and those, all for you, Feng Manhui asked in surprise. Huh, isn't this for your younger sister? Chen Yuan responded casually. I don't know if she likes them, but I know you at least like this bag. He pretended like that, but in his heart he thought, are you kidding? If I really buy it for that little devil Chen Xuan, she won't just scold me for wasting money, she'll rat me out to mom and dad too. From the beginning I was buying those 2 bags for you. Just take it. After you take it, I can get refunded tonight. Feng Minhui stepped back. In her heart she thought, 1 bag was already too much. But to accept all of this like this, wouldn't that make a bad impression on him? The girl blushed, embarrassed, and replied, I can't, Chen Yuan. She didn't even have the chance to finish her sentence. He already grabbed Feng Minhui's hand. Smiling, he said, It's okay, this is just the beginning, we still have a lot of time. Just accept it. If you keep refusing, I'll be sad. With the enthusiastic begging, the girl also accepted the remaining bag. Immediately, a system message rang. Congratulations, host! On completing the mission, this mission got a total of 15 negative points and a triple refund of the money that was spent, in addition to spending money for the opposite sex, for a total of 6 times the refund. Construction bank card number with tailing digits 0098 received 786000 at 21:00 on May 11th. The current balance is 786,000